We are.
There you go. Sorry, restart.
Oh,
I talked as a producer. I forgot to put us on.
It happens.
Go again.
Hello, Ducks fans. Welcome to another episode of the Quack Report. My name's Carter, and as always, I'm joined by Nate. We'll fix it in post, right? No problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's all in post. It's all in post.
Yeah, exactly. Just
it'll
be magical.
Even though this is live right now, it's all in post.
And I do like basically no editing.
Yeah, exactly.
And by basically no editing, I mean no editing.
No editing.
Yeah, unless one of us.
That's kind of it.
Yeah, really, that's it. Unless one of us like says something really stupid, then maybe I'll take it out. But
I guess you do a lot of editing then, and there's still like hour 45 episodes.
Yeah. Man, I think, honestly, because it's pretty late, because we're recording after the game. So this is going to be a shorter episode, and I think we can put it into literally just like 3 minutes.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
And that'll do it for this episode of the Quack Report.
Is that a new one?
No, it's just been on there for a long time, and I always forget about it.
Okay, yeah, we just don't use it that often. All right.
Yeah, which is surprising considering how this season's been going.
Right.
Yeah. We have Way chiming in the chat here as well, saying, "What a game, huh?" With is that just an emoji of someone just standing there?
I think it is.
It's kind of small. I can't really tell, but I can make it bigger. Yep, just standing there. That's the perfect emoji for.
I can make it bigger. That's what she said.
Yeah.
See, that's an example of one of the things that we normally cut out in post. And when I say normally, I mean not at all.
By normally, we mean never.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to describe the game. Lose, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But just what a game, huh? Yep, that's one way to just wrap it in a bow.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with the Sabres Ducks one, even though we normally go oldest to newest, but just because this is more of the post game show,
you know what?
We'll start here. So
I was gonna say, you know what, we can do the Golden Knights one first.
Okay.
Because I can wrap that up really quickly for you.
Go for it. Yeah.
The same thing as against the Sabres.
Yeah.
Just against a better team than the Sabres.
Yeah. Jack Eichel is.
That's it.
Jack Eichel is so horny right now after you said that. He's just like, oh, yes. We're just like that much better.
I think he was against the Ducks too, because he put up 2 points, and I think if I'm not mistaken, those are the
season
first 2
high
points that he's had in like a while.
But it's been a long time.
Double check on that.
And I mean, the Golden Knights let in one less Ducks goal as well, because otherwise the scores were the same. 7-2 against the Knights, and now 7-3 against the Ducks, or against the Sabres. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just that one goal better.
Okay, I have to apologize. Jack Eichel did have 2 points against Minnesota the game before playing Anaheim.
Okay, but before that,
he was pointless for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh boy,
6 games.
Okay.
Yeah, where he had 1 point January 19th against Detroit, 2 games without a point, and then 1 against the Florida Panthers. So yeah, 6 games.
It's been slow for him. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 games, and it took the Minnesota Wilds and the Anaheim Ducks to get him going again.
Fun. Very fun.
Oh, I love this sport.
Yeah. So yeah, against the Golden Knights, Gibson was in net. And just as you put it so eloquently, hung out to dry or left to dry. And then the same thing happened for Dostal as well. Like you were like, oh, Dostal's in net, fresh face, the solid goaltender back there as well. We always play better in front of him, it seems, but no, pretty much the same result.
Bullshit. Same thing. Yep.
7 goals.
You know what? Actually, what are the comparative stats here? Because I actually think they're like actually close as well.
Oh, probably. As in like
Gibson had an 821 save percentage against the Golden Knights. Dostal had an 841.
So very similar. Yeah.
Both guys had 7 goals against. Dostal had more shots against, though. He had 44
Yeah.
compared to Gibson's 39.
So, still a lot, hey.
Ah! Um,
Oh, here, I got that. I got this one.
there you go.
I also have this one too.
The good old Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough night for Gibson, who puts up a negative 3.54 goal save above expected against Vegas.
Oof. And Dostal here.
Not too much better, a negative 2.14.
Oh yeah.
Like both guys, and that's the one time where I'd look at the goal save above expected, and like unless I'm misremembering the game against Vegas, but like both guys just got left to dry by the defense. And again, like I said,
exactly.
I'm not going to talk, and I feel like I have not actually talked about the defense a whole heck of a lot, because that is obviously one of the glaring weaknesses, considering the personnel and also the personnel missing from the defense, right? So like that's why I said I was going to stay away from it. But like the last few games, even, because I think we talked about it on Monday's episode as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
it's been horrendous.
Yeah,
as of late, like the Ducks had found rock bottom with no defensive system and not a whole lot of great personnel in the back end, and they said, you know what? No, we're gonna dig deeper.
Yeah,
we're gonna make the Marianas Trench deeper.
Oh God, it's
like
just.
I don't get it. And the offense wasn't great either, like specifically more for the Sabres game. All your goals came from the back end.
Yeah, all from defense. 2 from Cam Fowler, which he had a phenomenal game. And
he was the one bright spot, I think,
actually,
in this game. Besides,
not even just this game. Sorry, lately he's been phenomenal as well. I think they showed it because they interviewed him in the intermission. His last 5 games, he has like 4 goals and 5 assists or something, or maybe it was last 10. Last 10 seems like it makes. Well, no, last 5. I think probably be.
Cam Fowler. Let's take
9 points in 5 games. Yeah, that would make sense, especially because he got 2 tonight. So.
Yeah, because his last 5 he hasn't had any before tonight, so that makes a bit more sense. Because yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6. Yeah, so 7. Yeah, 7 points in the last 10 heading into Buffalo, or heading into the game against Buffalo tonight.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, no, and I mean, yeah, he's been great, and 4th career 2-goal game as well. So yeah, no, but the actual forwards, the guys who pay to score goals, they were non-existent.
Non-existent in like shot attempts, like just quality chances,
but even just volume too, especially for the first period. We had 3 shots in the first period.
Yeah, there's just nothing going on. Final shots literally doubled, 44 to 22.
Oh, they did get another one there.
Yeah, they did get one more, but like when you take a look as well at the quality of those shots as well, 8 of 22, which I guess maybe is percentage-wise higher than they usually get, but 8 of 22 were considered high danger.
Okay.
The other 12 were considered medium and low danger, like split 6 and 6. So you could look at that in a vacuum and go, well, they had more high danger shots than they had medium and low danger shots. But then you go, wait a second, but they only had 22 shots.
Yeah, and
it's the Buffalo Sabres, which is like, it's not supposed to be a knock on them, right? Because like they do have good defense, like good young defense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's good young defense, right? Those are the guys that, like a Jamie Drysdale or that sort of thing, are the guys that you're still expecting to make a couple mistakes every now and then, kind of thing, right? But
the thing with that too, though, is we
22 shots. That's it. You know it's bad when you only have 22 shots. No one on your forward lines has a goal. And you know what? I'm just gonna double check if any of them had a point.
Zegras definitely had an assist.
Zegras got an assist. Strome got an assist. Derek Grant got 2 assists. Okay.
Wow.
So okay, so
Yeah.
4 points from your forwards out of a potential 9.
And the rest from defensemen.
Yeah, 5 points from the back end.
Yeah.
Kulikov with an assist, Cam Fowler with his 2 goals, and Kevin Shattenkirk with an assist and a fucking goal.
Somehow, yeah.
Kevin Shattenkirk, you guys, put up his first goal of the season, and the offense was nowhere to be found.
Yeah. He's like, guys, come on. Let's get something. Like, yeah, it's just insane. The thing is, too, going back to the 8 high danger shots, and out of 22, is we had a lot of shots that, or like we seem to get shots in like flurries. Like we wouldn't get just like a shot here and then okay, let's get another shot and then another couple. And this is kind of a good thing in a way too. But like we would get a shot and then there'd be a scramble and we'd get another one and then another one and then the play would die. So that's good, but when you but then the rest of the time we just don't have the puck. So like I don't know, what was our offensive zone time? Probably like 7 minutes or something atrocious like that. And then so we would get the puck, cycle it around, get a shot, generate a couple more shots, and then it would be gone. And then it would be all Buffalo. So it just wasn't like consistent, I guess. And
Yeah.
it kind of inflates the high danger shot attempts when it's like, oh, you got one. Oh, and then you got another shot. Oh, and then you got another shot. Then it's like, okay, low danger. Oh, high danger because now this is your third shot and everybody's all scrambly. But then that's it.
Yeah, and especially when you look at chances for, the Ducks had 43, and then you look at the high danger chances for, it's 13.
Mm-hmm. Compared to Buffalo,
who had 65 chances for and 15 high danger chances.
Okay.
But of those high danger chances, they got 10 on net and capitalized on 2 of them.
Okay. And I'm guessing a lot of the Ducks' high danger chances were missed the net or saves.
High danger shots. So what did I say? It was 12? Or 13 high danger. 13 high danger chances.
Yeah.
Shots were 8.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Like both goalies didn't do spectacular. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Dostal definitely didn't get help though.
Yeah. No, you
make
can't
things better.
Yes, he let in 7 goals, but when he was forced to face 44 shots, it's hard to really blame him.
Yeah, but then you have Eric Comrie, who literally just did his job tonight. Negative 0.2 goal save above expected.
Yeah,
he did his job. That was it. Mm-hmm. He didn't have to do a whole heck of a lot.
It wasn't overly tested,
especially in the first period. Geez, the guy could have, put on his skate guards, walked up to the concourse to whatever bar and gotten himself a cocktail, enjoyed that thing, gotten back to the net, and there still wouldn't have been a shot.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was embarrassing. We didn't have a shot until like it was something stupid like 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it was
like you show up. Christ. Like it was embarrassing.
Like I get it. It's Wednesday, but people actually bought tickets for this. Please just try. Just try. We're not asking, we are genuinely not asking you to win a game. If anything, fans are kind of almost hoping that you don't in the nicest way possible. Right? Just so that we can see more wins in the future.
But you can still make it a game.
Some reinforcement. Yeah, exactly.
Like lose 4-3 and have some good chances.
Yeah, like you can make it entertaining, which they did in the second period, right? They did. They tied it up 3-3, but that very quickly changed. Or no, sorry. Or
I think it was 4-3. I think
they made it.
Oh no, it was 3-2 at one point. You're right. Yeah.
They were up for 30 seconds. And then Buffalo was like, "Oh, guys, okay, like we gotta stop napping here and turn the Jets back on a little bit." And they just took it.
Yeah,
there's taking candy from a baby, and then there's what the Buffalo Sabres did to the Anaheim Ducks after the Ducks took a lead.
What would that be? Just like
It's easier.
Easier than taking candy from a baby? I see.
Yeah.
So it'd be like just not even giving the baby a candy in the first place?
It's holding the candy in front of the baby and being like, yeah, no, this isn't yours.
Yeah. Easy.
Like they literally showed it to the Ducks like what a lead is for like 30 seconds, and then went, no, it's not. No, you're not having this.
Yeah. Like honestly though, yeah. It's dumb. So yeah,
like,
I don't know. I'm
like, yes, it all comes back to the coaching. And I have not actually said Dallas Egan's name, I don't think, for a while.
Yeah.
Which is genuinely impressive. But again, it's a change of the mindset of, you know what? Yeah, like we're just going for it. Whatever he does is the best thing for this team. But
yeah,
there does become sometimes where you're like, okay, you can see why it's maybe not intentionally set up to fail, but there's like the inkling of, okay, I can see your idea here. It's not going to have the best outcome, but I can see what you're maybe thinking.
Yeah.
Then there's having Derek Ryan get put on the first line after coming back from injured reserve.
Derek Grant.
Or Derek Grant.
Yeah.
Say Derek Ryan.
You did, yeah.
It's
late.
Yeah, it's late. But like, and again, like the guy put up 2 points. That's great. That's because Fowler did something.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Like,
I'm pretty sure they're both secondary assists too.
Yeah, and was Silverberg up on the second line, I think, is what it was.
Yes.
There's been some line shuffling again, which again, like, I'm genuinely asking this. Is it because the team was winning that we had to shuffle up the lines as much as we did?
Probably, yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely asking.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Because they were lines that, for the most part, worked, actually. For the most part.
Yeah. As good as you could probably get with this team, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you had... Jesus Christ. Your top... the 5-on-5 line, Grant, Zegras, Strome, which, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're Jesus Christ. The second highest time on ice line for 5-on-5 was the fourth of Carrick, Megna, and Leeson, who, I'll just remind everybody, was out for 3 of the goals against Vegas last game in just over 6 minutes of time on ice.
Yeah. Like, make it any less obvious, or can you make it any more obvious that you're trying to tank? Like, honestly.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Gary's listening. Gary knows all. No team
the all hearing
in the
Gary.
NHL.
Yeah.
No team in the NHL tanks because they have a lottery system. Remember that. No team tanks.
Yeah, that's
a crock of bullshit. Same as this game.
Yeah. We got some chat to catch up on here as well.
Just show up. That's all we're asking for. Just show up.
Just like Andrew. Just show up, hit the like button, say hi, and now he's out. That's all you need to do. Just show up. Thanks, Andrew. We appreciate that. We got Reneel saying hi. Hello, Reneel. And we've got Springfield chiming in. Guys, I'm going to Friday's game against LA, and I have a feeling we're going to get embarrassed. Pray for me. And
the entire
Wei says,
town
have
of
fun.
Springfield is going to the game against LA. Holy shit.
Yeah, apparently. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of done with these games.
Like,
I don't know, is there anything
of Springfield, or are we talking about like the Simpsons Springfield?
Like the Simpsons Springfield.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I want to see Homer on the Jumbotron. Or Mo.
Yeah.
Or Barney. Yeah, I take either of those 3.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about these games. I'm kind of ready to move on. Do you have anything?
Literally just what I just said, but just show up. The minimum effort. That's all you need to do. There wasn't even that tonight.
Yeah. One person who doesn't have to show up, though, and is probably kind of glad about it, is someone by the name of Jamie Drysdale. Wei has a comment here. Speaking of defense, have y'all listened to the Players Lounge episode today? I have not. I don't know if you have, Nate.
I heard a clip of it, but I was reading the second part of Way's comment there of like apparently Jamie isn't returning this season. I was reading that, and
which is good for his own personal well-being. Yeah, but
that's what I was going to say when I said thank fuck. So,
but also don't bring him into this tire fire. Like if I'm Jamie,
exactly.
I'm like, are you sure it's a little stiff? Like I still don't think I can play. I wouldn't want to risk it. Like that. If I was Jamie, that's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't want to play on this dumpster fire. Of a team.
Bring me back next season when I got a buddy on the team named Olin Zellweger. We can go off.
God, that's gonna be that pairing's gonna be the worst pairing to play against in 3-4 years.
Yeah, and we can, give a breakout pass to Connor Bedard.
Who will then do a sweet, tic-tac-toe play with Zegras and Bedard and McTavish and just, rack up them goals.
Yeah.
Imagine that as your power play. Jesus. Drysdale, Bedard,
the
McTavish,
power play,
Bedard.
Again, it comes to structure. The power play in like a year or two, given legitimate structure, is going to be deadly as all hell.
Like, what are teams even going to do?
Because it's literally going to be like, especially that first unit, 5 guys that can either thread the needle with the puck, or they're going to do that but on net.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're going to do.
They're going to score at will, essentially. Like it's just it's going to be embarrassing for other teams. But let's I guess we can get to some other news here.
The only positive I have, the last thing, the only positive I have out of this game is that the Sabres, the Ducks didn't wear their orange jerseys, which we were talking about on the watch along, which normally Wednesdays, and they were scheduled to wear them. But because they didn't wear the orange jerseys, and I guess even if they were wearing them, the Sabres still looked good doing it. The entire kit of the Sabres, like they turned that from one of the worst to one of the best.
For sure.
So quickly. So
yeah.
That's all right. That's all I wanted to say.
All good. I'm gonna break up our news segment just because, like, besides that, we don't really have a. Actually,
we got the Gulls update quick and upcoming game against the Kings.
And what's quacking.
I'm
still gonna break up our news segment. We'll do the first one now, take a break, and then we'll do the second one. I think, just to. So the ad is, or so their ad break is like a little more in the middle, but this coming from Lisa Dillman on the OC Register. Prospect Henry Thun is going to test free agency. This was confirmed by Pat Verbeek on Wednesday. Thrun was a left D that we drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. 101st overall. Currently, he plays for Harvard University, 24 points in 24 games, 5 of those points being goals. I guess, we haven't actually signed him. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, no, he was, again, it's all the college talk is coming out right now. Not a guy that we had signed. That definitely hurts the prospect pool, especially on the back end a little bit.
We did draft quite a few defensemen over the last couple of years, so like we do still have guys, but I mean,
and there are still like good ones coming up, right? In like the guy that we mentioned in Zellweger, in Minchikov, so we still have some stuff in the cupboards coming up.
Yeah,
but Thrun definitely would have been an asset.
Oh, for sure.
To this team in the future, and whoever is able to get him. Right, because I have seen the idea of maybe try to trade his rights or that. I think the only way you're able to trade his rights is if it's for sure to a team that he wants to play for.
Yeah,
like I was seeing similarities of this to the Adam Fox out of Calgary kind of thing.
Yeah,
of like it sounds like he maybe wants to play somewhere specific or has like a couple specific teams in mind.
Yeah,
and Anaheim's just not one of them. But even then it's, why would a team pay for the rights when they can just wait until free agency and then grab them for nothing?
Yeah, exactly. So, it really doesn't make sense. So,
yeah.
Henry Thrun did play for the World Junior team and the U.S. World Junior team. He played 7 games in the 2020 to 21 season. So I guess that would have been the 2021 World Juniors, registering 1 point there. And that team was freaking stacked. Man,
Yeah.
I always forget about this. Trevor Zegras, Alex Turcotte, Arthur Kaliev, Matt Boldy, John Farinacci of he's a Coyotes prospect unsigned. Bobby Brink,
Yeah.
Cam York, Cole Caulfield, Brett Berard of the Rangers also unsigned. Brock Faber, Wild unsigned. Drew Hellison of the Ducks, Ryan Johnson of the Sabres, Matty Beniers, Jake Sanderson. Now I'm just going through other names.
Yeah.
Jackson Lacombe, Henry Thrun, Hunter Skinner,
Oh,
Dustin Wolf, and Spencer Knight as your goaltenders. Like, what the hell is that team, man? That's nuts. So the fact that Henry Thrun was on that team, I think really just speaks volumes to how good of a prospect this guy is and how big of a loss it is for the Ducks.
You did miss on Lacombe there, Ducks prospect as well that we talked about on the last.
I think. Yeah, maybe
he's ran through it.
Yeah, I think I just ran through it. But yeah,
fair enough.
Did I say Sam Colangelo as well? Ducks prospect.
I think you missed him, but yeah, that was a stacked team because that was also it was them and Canada were just destined to meet up in that gold medal game.
Yeah.
And I know for Canada, like that was like before the tournament had started, like just looking at the roster, there was the question of, is this the best Canadian team outside of the 2003 team, I think, or 2004? But yeah, the States locked them out just because they were that good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of those guys are already having like decent NHL careers or are on the path to having them. So
yeah, exactly. So it's just nuts. Yeah, that whole year was just disgusting.
It will definitely be interesting to see because there is going to be the interest in Thrun. 100%.
Oh yeah, there's no way he's not signed.
Teams.
Yeah,
and like there's already teams I'm sure that are licking their lips at it right now.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes
because
I feel like like Anaheim is one of the teams that I feel like if he signed, like he's got a pretty good chance to play in the NHL right away.
It's just, do you want to be playing for the Ducks or do you want to be playing for somebody else?
Yeah. So if he goes for another team that's like bottom feedery, then I kind of wonder what happened that deterred him from Anaheim.
You see, I think he's just going to go somewhere that's not a bottom feeder, but like they're also like kind of in the rebuilding stage. Like say like a St. Louis in their current state where they're like, yeah, we do need to rebuild. We do have open roster spots, but like,
yeah,
or we're not literally the worst.
Yeah.
So I think it might be something like that, or like in Ottawa, maybe. Like just as an example, like he's American, so I doubt he would want to play in Canada, but you never know. But those teams where like there is going to be that potential spot open, but he's not going to be going to like Tampa where it's like, okay, you might be able to play third pairing in our AHL team. Maybe, just maybe.
The depth charts in Tampa have depth charts.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So it's a loss for the Ducks, but yeah, it'll just be interesting to see where he goes kind of thing. And then, let the speculation begin, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Before we get into the next topic here, we'll just take a quick break here. We'll hear from our friends at DraftKings and over at Raycon, promo code THPN on both of those guys. And on the other side, we'll talk about some comments from Elliot Friedman, upcoming games, Gulls update, and what's quacking is what we'll do for the back half of the episode here. See you guys soon.
The action never ends at DraftKings Sportsbook. With tons of ways to bet on all your favorite sports, you can fuel your fandom and feel the heat of the season like never before. Plus, right now, DraftKings Sportsbook is giving new customers a risk-free bet up to $1,000. That's right. Make your first bet up to $1,000, and if it doesn't win, you'll get another shot to cash in. You can throw down on all the major action for hockey, baseball, golf, MMA, and more. Plus, with same-game parlays, spreads, money lines, over-unders, and props, your betting options feel endless. Best of all, DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So, what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use the promo code THPN, and make your first deposit and get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. Again, that's promo code THPN, as in the Hockey Podcast Network, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. This time of year, everyone's talking about making big changes, which is all well and good, but most of the time, pretty unrealistic. You've probably found that the smallest changes to your routine can actually make the biggest impact. In the same way, you don't have to break the bank to make a big deal purchase. Even the smallest things can be part of a big change if it's something you use every day, just like Raycon earbuds. Raycon is premium audio at the perfect price point, so you can build great habits without breaking the bank. Whether you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, or a speaker with a battery that will last all night at your next party, Raycon's got you covered. And yep, Raycon start at half the price of other premium audio brands. That means you don't have to choose between products. You can get one of each, or a pair and a spare, and still pay less than you would with some of the other guys. Even if you know you'll love your Raycons, Raycon wants to make sure you feel great about your purchase. They offer buy now, pay later options, and every purchase has an easy and free return guarantee. Ready to buy something small with a big impact? Go to buyraycon.com/THPN today to get 15% off your Raycon order. Again, that's buyraycon.com/THPN to score 15% off. buyraycon.com/THPN.
So Elliot Friedman was on the Light the Lamp podcast, which is one of the shows over on Ducks Stream, and he was. This is your news thing, so I'm just kind of setting it up, and I'm the what's his name to your LeBron James, because I don't follow basketball, but I'm tossing the alley-oop over to you so you can slam dunk it whenever you feel.
Well, let's keep it in the hockey thing, and with the guy that we're talking about here, you're the Jeff Merrick to my Elliot Friedman.
Sure. Yeah. In the spirit of Valentine's Day, that's our beautiful relationship. I know it's like a day after, but what's that? You tank for me. So yeah, just feel free to say what Elliot said here.
Yeah, sure. So it's a really quick, just a couple notes that I had about it that were I felt kind of interesting. Definitely go take a listen to the episode. It's only about a half an hour long, and it's good in general. So, and they also just put out one with Jeff Merrick as well, which I haven't listened to that whole thing yet. But I personally just love listening to those two guys as a whole, and I'm hoping to get. I mean, like at least one of them, but both would be cool on this show at some point, because they are people that I genuinely want to talk to on this show about Duck stuff and just other stuff as well. Like, especially with us doing, like music stuff every now and then. Like Jeff Merrick is a massive music guy, so I'd love to just have more than half of that conversation even just be about that, or talk about like junior hockey and the Tigers or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, so Elliot Friedman on Light the Lamp. He was asked kind of off the top of the Ducks talk, at least, just kind of like, were the Ducks doing what he thought they were going to do or that, and he just said it's played out pretty much how he thought it would. And I had the quote here, just tough to watch, which that's a good way to describe it. So but but he said that he was judging the season more not on how the Ducks did, like on the season as a whole,
wins and losses,
or special teams or anything like that. And it's again, this is kind of one of those moments where I'm like, okay, I do know something at least here. Or I feel like I kind of, have an idea of maybe what's going on, or I'm on the right track at least. Because Elliot kind of the same thing that I was kind of thinking, just are the young guys getting better? right?
That's what
That's
the
what he,
season's been about.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's judging this season on. And that's what I've been judging it on too. I would say for the most part, yes, they have, but I don't know. It feels like it's on their own accord.
Oh yeah, no, that's that's
So
without a question. Like they could be better than they could
yeah,
be getting better at a better rate than they currently are with somebody else behind the bench, but nonetheless, they are still getting better.
yeah, exactly. He did comment specifically on Mason McTavish as well, just saying, that like, yeah, sure, he gets beat sometimes or that, but that's normal, especially for a guy his age and just, the little amount of time relative that he's had in the NHL so far. But he said that he's just a really competitive guy, and that's what makes him fun to watch. And he specifically brought up the example, and this was a great one, I thought as well. The grabbing the puck off the goal line mid-air in the gold medal game of the 2022 World Junior Championship, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That was an overtime, was it not?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the hustle to get back to the front of the
Yeah,
net
exactly.
as when he screwed up
Like
too. Like,
just the never give up attitude, which honestly, I hope that attitude overall rubs off more on this Ducks team,
oh, for
especially the
sure.
young guys, because that's what this team desperately needs, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because especially in like over the last couple of months, right? Like we talked about the idea of the team just like when they looked like they were done, then it's time to worry, right? And we've had that now
Mhm.
for the last couple of months, I think.
Yeah.
So I
But
do hope
yeah.
that rubs off a little bit more because that is a guy that, say, even tonight when the Sabres were up 7-3, whenever I saw McTavish out on the ice, it looked like he was going for it, right? Like
Yeah, he
he
wasn't
does
just there
not
to like,
give,
to
yeah,
play catch or anything like that. He was no like we're still playing hockey until the buzzer goes.
yeah. He doesn't care what the score is. There is 2 years to Mason McTavish. There is park and there is go.
Yeah.
So the big thing that I think a lot of people were more paying attention to
Mm.
was he was asked about John Gibson and his future. To which Friedman did say he's not trying to get anybody within the organization in trouble, considering that this is a Ducks uh, funded show.
Yeah.
But he did give some details, and I hope that he expands on this in a blog or on like a next 32 Thoughts episode or something like
I'm
that.
sure he will now that it's out there, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a couple quotes here. I would like to think that Gibson would like to be somewhere else where the cycle is closer to winning. And I don't think it's because John Gibson hates the Ducks or hates Anaheim or is unhappy there. He's attributed to, he said, quote, when you look at his age and you look at where he is, he's probably sitting there and saying, I just want to be in a position where we are closer to winning. Where he did note that, Gibson, like all of us, is getting older and the Ducks rebuild is going to take a few years. So it's gonna be some time for him, kind of thing, right? Like he's gonna be weirdly probably getting closer, like he's going to be a lot closer to being on the way out than he is to continue to play.
Well, by the time the Ducks
Awesome,
are
right?
contenders in 3 or 4 years, his current contract is going to be up.
Yeah, exactly. So he did talk about, he said, quote, I have no doubt that Verbeek has looked into it, being trading John Gibson.
Mhm.
No doubt that other teams have looked into it. It's just a matter of finding the proper match. He said the best thing for that Gibson could do right now is just to compete for himself, even though the Ducks are competing, which
Mhm.
is exactly like that's all
We've
we've
seen
asked
that, yeah.
for. Yeah, that we've seen that, and that's all we've asked for,
Mhm.
basically, right?
Yeah.
Um, which it just becomes a bit of a struggle when he, has the couple of good games like we just saw last week, and then as the flounder against Vegas, kind
Well,
of thing, right?
he
So,
still
which,
faced 39 shots,
yeah, not
so
entirely his fault, but
yeah.
um. And again, this is just where like, okay, I do know something at least. The sticking point that he said term would be the issue in moving him, which
Mhm.
I think, like everyone's gonna kind of go like, oh yeah, makes sense. But just that kind of being out there, I guess, right? Just kind of validates it.
Yeah.
in a way. It's not just fan talk of, oh yeah, like the term is going to be hard to do. It's term is going to be the issue here, and 100% makes sense there. So,
And
but
dollar value as well. Like, to be fair, like
yeah,
6.4 for a goaltender is tough to do. Like in this
and if you're the
in the
Ducks,
stage we're at for the cap, like it's not egregious by any means, but people don't just have, or like winning teams don't just have 6.4 million in cap space to spend on a goalie.
yeah,
Generally,
exactly.
so.
And even if, say, you were to retain to help facilitate the trade kind of thing, right? Even if you're doing,
Take
I'm not
25.
I'm not going to go the half, like 25. That's still about $2 million that you're keeping on your cap for 3 years, maybe. That's not
Yeah,
nothing
4 years, I think.
in the grand scheme of things. That's not nothing, right?
No.
Like that's give it a year or two kind of thing. I mean, hell, even now, that's a third line guy for some teams at
Yeah.
$2 million, right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
or a bottom pairing defenseman.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not cheap.
1.6 is what 25% would be retained, and I believe he's signed for 4 more years. So, and if that's when the Ducks want to be contending, like, yeah, it's great that it'll drop off the books in 4 years, but you still need to be able to bring in those guys in the meantime. So, like, you kind of need that 1.6 mil in cap space for the next, or for, like, say, that third and that fourth year. So. Oh, sorry. No, he signed for. Oh, yeah. After this season, 4 more years. He signed up.
Yeah. So I said 3 because it just gets a bit closer where it's easier to stomach for both teams.
Yeah.
With the cap hopefully going up and that kind of thing. So that's why I went with the 3 in particular there. So
yeah, fair enough.
I don't think it would be, like, personally, I don't think it would be anytime soon. I would be surprised if it was.
Like this deadline, you mean? Yeah, I don't think so.
Or even next deadline. Like I'm expecting it in like 2 deadlines at least.
Yeah, maybe. So, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. It depends on what teams need, I guess. So
yeah,
and what teams are willing to pay as well. So
yeah. So anyway, it was a quick conversation with Elliot Friedman, but definitely go check it out. Like I said, it's about a half an hour. It's a good listen to. Freeman also talks about our neighbors in the LA Kings and kind of what they're looking at doing and stuff like that. So with Freeman, you're gonna get a great inside look. So like sure. I just try to listen to him honestly as much as possible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. He's great to listen to. So
yeah. He's got the great information, and he's also just a great listen in general.
Mm-hmm.
So like every show that I listen to of him being a guest on or that kind of thing, I get at least one good laugh out of it too, because like he's just a character guy. So
yeah. You're going off the board a little bit here as well. You said you had one other little bit of news that you were requested to talk about here, and I have no idea what it is. So yeah.
I got requested by our good friend, the Ronarchy, Mr. Ronnie Sullivan, who had said that he works too early, like always, so he was going to miss our show tonight. But he knew that we were going to kill it. So thank you, Ronnie.
Thank you.
He said, but please go off for me on the speculation that the Ducks are keeping the webbed duck foot. We need the mighty logo, and we need your purple and orange sweater box. So that came up from another buddy of mine, actually, Chris from Aesthetics, had shared on his Twitter account that the Anaheim Ducks unveiled their new 30th anniversary logo to season ticket members today, which I can pull it up here if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. And
now, is this a logo, like a crest logo, or just a patch?
It'll be a patch.
Okay.
But if you're listening to us just on podcasts, on audio, like, thank you very much, but also watch us on video, because then you can see at least Carter's gorgeous face, and
thank you.
Get to see some good graphics every now and then, or that kind of thing, or just stuff that we're looking at.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's the 30th anniversary patch for the Anaheim Ducks. Very Mighty-esque.
For sure.
With the triangle and the crossed yellow sticks. And it's the old Mighty Duck number font as well. The thing that drew my eye right away, though, unfortunately, is the webbed duck foot up top. I know there's a lot of speculation going around, and I've been trying to see if I can find anything. But like everything, it seems for the Anaheim Ducks, it's all lock and key. There's a lot of speculation going around though that Anaheim would be transitioning maybe to the orange alternate jersey as the full-time home for next season. That's the first reverse retro jersey, the Wild Wing one a couple years ago was only worn twice, whereas the Ducks went to the modern colors, but the Mighty Duck look again, right, in a white. And it kind of the idea of fans was that, hey, maybe this is a trial for them, because considering that they wore it for 8 games,
Yeah.
right, which Anaheim doesn't like to push that kind of stuff a whole heck of a lot. So it's kind of that kind of idea, and it was maybe it's kind of getting fans' hopes up of maybe we are going to see the return of the Mighty logo next year. And while yes, the TV show is based on it's the Mighty Ducks, right? The especially season 2 was heavy on anything Anaheim Ducks being that Mighty Ducks logo rather than the web duck foot.
Yeah.
So seeing the web duck foot not front and center, but as a very prominent part in this logo here does kind of disappoint me, I guess, a little bit, deter me a little bit.
I do have a question though, because you're the graphic designer of the two of us, but I mean, I can tell, I think when things look good and when things look like shit. So wouldn't it look kind of bad if you had the Mighty Duck logo, like with the crossed sticks, as like a smaller logo above the cross sticks? So like just a miniature version kind of the logo at the top. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. I get what you mean.
Because because this is like the 30th anniversary logo, you're kind of paying homage to like the whole run of the Ducks franchise. So you're featuring the Mighty logo in the cross sticks and the numbers, and then you're kind of adding in the element of the current with the Web D. But also, if you're going back to the Mighty logo next season, then it's like, okay, 30 years, cross sticks, that's kind of our thing in yellow, and then the specific font. But let's not also forget the jersey we wore for, what was it, 2000? Yeah, for 10 years at this point with the web duck foot. So we're going to include that smaller in the top. So
yeah, no, I do get what you mean. And specifically for on the jersey, like kind of visualizing it in my mind, it's small enough that it's not going to pull away from it, I don't think. Because think of well, here, let's go back to the 25th anniversary for the Ducks, right?
Yeah.
That logo had the web duck foot integrated into the 5 itself, while being worn on jerseys that had the duck foot on the front prominently.
Yeah, that was a little more subtle though. So, but like, whereas here it's
the same
you have the
colors. It was all the same colors in that too.
Yeah, but like you have the cross sticks in yellow, and then above that you would have the duck mask with the yellow cross sticks above it as well. So it's like a lot of the same going on at once. I guess unless you just did the duck mask instead of the web D, like just that, not the whole background. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could kind of
work, I am taking a look here as well, because Chris from Aesthetics had posted just with this coming out, he posted an updated graphic of NHL milestone patches. Actually, even for the 20th anniversary for the Anaheim Ducks in 13-14 there, the web D is prominent in it as well. So the kind of doubling up on it, even the Tampa Bay Lightning for both 20 and 30 had the 0 be like their logo within it. Just trying to see what else here. Like there is the difference between just having the logo kind of be part of it, but then having it be worked into something in a way, right?
Yeah.
Kind of taking a look at what other ones. Yeah, like the Anaheim ones are like kind of the prominent ones there for me. And if I guess if the issue is the, having the patch on the chest there,
Mm-hmm.
I guess depending on what jersey you're doing it with, all of Anaheim's jerseys actually have shoulder patches. I was gonna say you could do like New Jersey and have it on the shoulder. You could also do what Carolina is doing this season, if I'm remembering this correctly, and they have it below the numbers on the sleeve,
Oh
actually,
yeah.
similar to like the 100 crest that all
Yeah.
teams had on their jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like you could put it there as well if that's kind of your issue. I don't know. I'll do up some mocks kind of thing just to see what
Yeah.
it would look like. And I can send those to you, and then you can tell me what you think. But
Yeah, sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I do like this 30th anniversary patch. It is cool.
Yeah.
I could maybe go without, like, personally, the embossing of the sticks and the numbers, but that's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot of silver, I guess, is my only thing. Besides that though, like this is, I do enjoy this because they are actually recognizing the Mighty Duck, right?
Yeah.
Like I know that they've been trying to do it more with, the introduction of the third jersey. I guess like even like the one that is the home jersey, like right now, right? Like when that was first introduced as an alternate, that was the return of the Mighty logo on the shoulder. Like they've been trying to, like they have been utilizing it a little bit more as of late. So like I am very happy to see this, but just having, I guess, that be the main logo there, unless this is just a for now kind of thing because they still have it planned. You never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing that there for now though just kind of leads me to believe that they aren't going that Mighty Duck direction, at least next season. Now, as much as that's maybe a little bit bah humbug for a vast majority of fans who want that Mighty Duck logo to come back, keep in mind as well, next year is the last year of the Adidas NHL partnership for jerseys. After that, we're going to have somebody new.
Totally new jerseys.
And usually when new manufacturers come in is when we see some new designs. Yeah. Except for the couple of occasions of, I think, like Florida redid their jerseys, I think, a year or two before Reebok was done. And Pittsburgh went the full 90s look in the last year of Reebok. But those are kind of like a couple exceptions. And those just stayed into the Adidas look.
Yeah.
Not too much tweaking. So whereas for this, you are probably looking at a complete redesign.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they do just stick with, say, like the orange alternate jersey and then make a white version of it, which has been rumored for quite a bit.
Yeah.
But more just speculative rumors, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
But I don't know. I guess, like, what do you think of this otherwise though?
Oh yeah,
it does look cool, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I think it. Yeah, no, it's. I really have nothing else to say besides it's great. I think, yeah, job well done on whoever designed that. Like it's good. Yeah.
So. But
it's something I could very much see in center ice, which is obviously where they're going to put it.
Yeah.
For the 30th anniversary.
That will look cool at center ice. I will say that. So
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, there you go. There you go, Ronnie. There's my Carter's probably sitting there for a good chunk of that going like, dude, shut up. Like I get it. This is your thing, but shut up. We don't need
I just got to let you get it out
for 10 minutes. But yeah, thank you for letting me get it out. So
it's all good. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on, I guess, to upcoming games, I suppose. So we just got the one Friday against the LA Kings, 6 p.m. Pacific time, as Springfield mentioned. They will be going to that as well. So, and it's probably going to be embarrassing. Yeah, very much so. We shall see. I mean, I don't know. We've played the Kings already a few times. Actually, this might even be the last game of the season series. I should have looked this up before, but
I think we have one more. I'm pulling it up right now, so don't worry about it. I got you. I got you, boo.
Okay,
I got it here.
This
is only
we've only played them
one
once.
game.
Oh,
Yeah, we have 2 more games. We have this one here on Friday, and then we don't play them again until the last game of the regular season, April 13th.
right. Yeah, and we only play them 3 times. So yeah, the first time was a 4-1 win for the Kings back on December 20th there. So yeah, I
Jesus.
don't know.
Sorry, I'm looking at like the last 5 games thing.
Yeah.
And just like the comparison there. Oh, Zegers in the last 5 games, 2 goals. Oh, that's sweet. Let's take a look at LA. Adrian Kempe with 8.
Yeah. The other teams have it a lot better.
And 10 points in 5 games. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Mind you, that doesn't have the updated stats after tonight with Buffalo. So a couple things might change on the Anaheim side, but still.
Maybe. But, yeah. So yeah, just looking at
on the bright side, goaltending is about even.
I don't know if that's good or not.
They have Gibson and Stellars here. It'll probably be Dostal again.
Yeah.
Both at 897s, and then you have Jonathan Quicken an 881, and the savior of the LA Kings apparently this season, Phoenix Copley.
Yeah.
At a 903.
Yeah.
He's got a 17-3-1 record this season.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't understand it. Yeah. So yeah, neither of us were close in Buffalo here. Yeah, I said 5-1, 4-2. Yeah, it was 7-3, or Vegas for that matter. But yeah, what do you got for this one here, Nate?
Me betting on Anaheim to win.
Hilarious.
I'm just gonna recycle actually the last Kings, last game against the Kings. I'm just gonna go 4-1 Kings.
Fair, yeah. What do I want to do? Let's say
I didn't even look at like the last 10 or anything like that. I'm just like, it's
pure gut reaction.
It's the Kings. Yep, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 5-1. Yeah, 5-1 feels right.
5-1.
5-2. 5-2.
Okay.
Oop, not 5-5. That's not gonna happen. Yep, 5-2.
Yeah. Now that we have our picks locked in, LA is 5-4-1 in their last 10 games on a 2-game winning streak. Their next game is against Anaheim as well.
Okay.
And on the road this season, 14-9-5. Is I think what that says as I have my glasses off as I'm trying to read. No, shut up, Siri.
Got a lot going on right now, hey?
Apparently. Yeah, 14-9-5.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm still comfortable with where I put the score there. So
sitting second in the Pacific Division right now with 67 points.
Okay. Another team that has 14 wins, but albeit the whole season, not just on the road. The San Diego Gulls, who have a 14-35-0 record for 10th in the Pacific, the other Pacific, the AHL Pacific.
Yeah, which is also last.
Yeah. And then, this week, a 2-1 overtime win against the Coachella Valley Firebirds. A little bit of redemption there since they didn't do well last week, but then promptly got shellacked by the Bakersfield Condors 6-1 following night. And then if your Valentine's date took you to a game on Tuesday, I guess, you got to experience a 5-1 win against the Tucson Roadrunners at the arena in San Diego, which I'm forgetting the name right now.
Yeah, I'm forgetting it right now too.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I know. Pachanga something? Or is that that's not the name, or no?
No. I don't remember it offhand.
Gulls Arena. See, I got to look it up because otherwise it's just going to bother me. Yeah, Pachanga Arena in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In fairness to everybody that's listening to this after the fact, it's like for us, it's 11:45 p.m. local.
Yeah, it's been a while. So
yeah,
and we're on hour 3. Well, almost
hour 4.
Almost going 4 hours of podcast type things. So yeah, it's been wild.
Yeah,
it's been a lot. Next up for the San Diego Gulls on February 18th, they will play the Ontario Reign. That's Friday? Oh, no, that's Saturday. Saturday, the Ontario Reign. And then they will have 2 games against the Bakersfield Condors, one on the 19th at home. That is the Sunday. And then on Tuesday, the 21st, they will be in Bakersfield for a rematch there. Nate, do you want to hit us with the stats of the players that we got?
Yeah, I do.
Hit us.
Braden Tracy and Glenn Godden are tied for 5th spot right now on Ducks scoring with 21 points each. Michael Del Zotto has 4th spot with 24, 14 of those with San Diego. Our boy Bo Grew has 29 for 3rd. Nicholas Brouillard has 32 for 2nd. And our boy Rocco Grimaldi is just continuing to show that he should probably have an NHL contract with 48 games played and 46 points.
Nice.
21 goals.
Hell yeah.
Looking
Love
good.
to see it. Love to see it.
And then for your goalies, we have Lucas Dostal, obviously leading the way at a 11-21-0 record, but a 297 goals against average and a 912 save percentage with a shutout in there in 34 games. Ole Eriksson Ek has a 489 goals against and an 849 save percentage. And we have a new challenger in Mr. Gage Alexander, who, congratulations, the other night put up his first AHL win.
Yeah, well, there's the applause there.
Which I believe was that game actually on Valentine's Day, the 5-1 win over Tucson. Because he played one game, played the full game, had 1 goal against, had a 967 save percentage that night, 30 shots and 29 saves.
Nice. So, good first showing from him in the AHL. Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see, for sure.
So, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to jinx it because it's going to be even better for the tank anyway.
Mm-hmm.
John Gibson goes down, and we get the tandem of Dostal and Alexander to end the season. Well, I guess Stellaris is like day to day, but still, get the tandem of Alexander and Dostal up in the NHL.
That'd be something.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
sure.
it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's it for the goals there.
Update. Yeah.
I was trying to see if it was that game because I guess technically it could have been against the Coachella Valley Firebirds, but I doubt they would have.
I'm
put them in there.
Fairly certain it was the game just yesterday. So
yeah, that's what we'll go with until proven otherwise. So I guess we just got what's quacking here to wrap things up, and I am very, very intrigued. Let me tell you of what this could be.
You are really gonna like this because it's not. I don't think it's where you're thinking it might go. Actually,
I have no idea where it's gonna go. So
give me an idea of where you think.
Okay. So I guess I should play the music. Sorry, or the quacking.
Where do you think this might go?
So just for context for everybody, in the outline, all it says is werewolves in Africa.
Yep. Where do you think we're going with this?
Well, I mean, I think we're going to Africa.
Yeah.
To talk about werewolves. Yeah. Actually, okay, here. You know what? I've thought about this for more than a few seconds. Is there Werewolf Howls in Africa by Toto?
Is that what this is? You got a lot closer than I thought.
Actually? Okay.
All right. So this was a thread that I came across. This is from a few years ago, but it was user H Radzka, HRADZKA. David Hines on Twitter here. He's got this thread. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. So why is the singer not with her now? This is my theory on Toto's Africa. Is how he starts the thread here.
Wow. Okay.
In Toto's Africa, why is the speaker in Africa in the first place? Answer. He is, quote, hoping to find some long forgotten words or ancient melodies. He's a student of the occult.
Okay.
Why has the singer of Toto's Africa gone to Africa, leaving his love in order to hunt up obscure folklore? Well, he tells us, I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. He's a goddamn werewolf.
I guess.
Wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. Those aren't dogs. Why does he bless the rains down in Africa? Because the cloud cover blocks the moon. Toto's Africa is about a lovesick werewolf in Africa seeking out ancient lore to find a cure for his unfortunate condition.
Makes sense to me. I got no argument. So,
also called the side quest of Remus Lupin from the Harry Potter novels.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I have no response, and it's not because I didn't think that was cool. It's just because I'm mind blown. I'm like, yeah, no, it just makes sense. And also,
sense, yeah.
as you said, it's almost midnight here, so it's time for us to hit the hay. So apologize if this wasn't the most upbeat episode of the Quack Report.
Just sit with this theory for a bit, and it just makes sense.
Here, let's try it this way. Try and disprove the theory. Come up with a better explanation for or a meaning behind the lyrics of Africa.
Exactly.
And then maybe I'll believe that. But until then, this is what I'm going with.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, Nate, if people want to tell you how much that last couple minutes just changed their entire outlook on life, where can they do that at?
You can do that on Twitter, and you can tweet me at Tatenomas, TATENHOMAS.
Yeah. And if you ever just want to talk, not you specifically, Nate, because I know that you know this, but if anyone else ever just wants to, talk about logos.
I thought you were going to say just because I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. No, I'm not that mean. If just talk about logos, not like have a conversation, just like monologue about logos. Apparently I'm really good at just like listening to people do that. So you can do that at Carter_Potts, POTTS_97. I am a good listener, I think.
You are.
Yeah. It's the introvert in me. Yeah.
It's how we've done this show for 4 years.
Exactly. We're also on Twitter at Quack Report Pod. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and go Ducks go.